Well, I really didn't have much to do today, so I thought I'd bring my cousin, the other guy, right over here, and we are at Mr. Cody Roadcap's garage and car museum. So we're going to go in here, talk a little bit to Cody, see what's going on, and maybe he'll give us a little look around. So here we go. Let's go on and get out here. We're down here in Cody's. This is where he usually keeps a lot of his parts. He's talking to my cousin right now. They're discussing some car literature. So let's go over and see what's going on.
Yeah, he's had a lot of health issues.
Is he still living?
Yeah.
He lived at Draft, didn't he? Okay.
Yeah, right on 340.
What's crazy is this Blazer right here. My aunt just passed away, Sandy Day. She had one just like that.
Huh.
I'm just wondering if that's not her.
This was out at Craigsville to prison.
Okay.
They used to have a show out there, the warden, he liked cars, and they had a pretty decent show. And the cool thing, when it was over, they paraded around the prison. You got a road all the way around the outer fence. They had 2 different fences. Well, all the prisoners would come out to the fence. I say all of them.
Right.
They'd come out
The ones
to the
that
fence
could.
and got on the back side. They kept on, light them up, light them up. And I lit them up one time, and oh, they go wild.
Is that what you're working on, Cody?
No, I got a 69 Camaro in here now. I'm doing the motor for it. I'll show you.
Oh my gosh.
This here belongs to a dentist, pediatric dentist, Dr. Brian Brumbaugh in Fishersville. And it had a 427 small block in it, which is a little too radical for what he wanted to do. So I'm putting together a 355 and making it look like a stock, 350 engine that would have came in. But it's a convertible, so it's a little one, the rare side. You don't see many convertible 69s.
No, you don't.
So, but it's all, he's just building a driver. We have parts in it now, but he's just going to drive it, run errands, and during the summer. So he just wanted something mild where you can just get in it and get in it rides. I'm putting a stock turbo 350 transmission, a 355 with a little Lenati cam, and all numbers matching, looking hoses and stuff on the back on it. So.
Has he owned it for a while, or
No,
he just bought it?
He just bought it. Yeah.
Right.
He bought it. It came out of New Jersey, and it's set in a carport. And you can't tell in here, but the paint from about the front, half the front fender back, it looks brand new. But it faded across the front, so I'm gonna buff the front of it, and bring the paint back out, see if we can get it to match. So, but whoever built it, I think it's been built for about 20 years, probably. But whoever built it, they put nice stuff in it, for 20 years.
Did a good job.
I'll just have to do a little paint under here. It had fuel injection on it, so I pulled a rat's nest of wires out of this thing under the dash. I mean, it was an Eldorado fuel injection, which was top of the line 25 years ago. But nowadays he started having some issues, but you can't find parts for it. So we're going to put a Holley Firetech on it. So that's the winter project. Larry's Skillman's polishing the crank for me now. That's the headers and the plug wires. Here's the pistons stuff. I'm putting it in the blocks back here.
Who does your machine work?
Larry Skillman and Billy Mathias. Billy's actually building a 427 race motor for me for that car there. It's back here.
He's 55.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it like a nostalgia race car. I think it's supposed to have about 850 when I get done with it on race gas. So we'll see. But here is, pull the cover off back here. Here's my Super C. Now, I don't do much with this. I thought about selling this thing.
Yeah, to take up space.
Yeah, I don't even drive it. When I go to a show, I'll back my trailer here and winch it right on the trailer. I don't want to get mud in the cleats.
Right. How about that? You take it to the Bridgewater show?
One time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't take it off the trailer, but I took it there. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to take a tractor down there. But we pulled this one down to. I had pictures just of transmission, motor, and rear end. Stripped it.
I'll tell you what, you look at Cody's. This is where he does a lot of his work. He does it, and without a lift. He does have another garage down on 340. but he's
Yeah,
been
that's the
working
way
in
it
this
is. You can
particular
slide the
garage
seat with
for a
it.
long
They
time.
lock
No
you in.
lift,
You can't-
just
you know how- yeah,
jack
sit
stands and
back.
floor jacks.
I like the farmalls, the way the seats are made on them, you can see.
Cody's
all the way
bling
around.
on the
You're sitting-
wall of
when
some
you're
of the
sitting, you
cars
look right
that
down
he's
like this
had.
and see what you're doing, you know.
And have Cody show you his tool chest.
That's a 427 small block, that's the one. But in there, I think it makes about 600 now. We're going to change the heads and compression and stuff, and make about 850.
Oh my God.
When we're done. And this is a L88.
Just set up on
This is a March pulley system. That's the first serpentine I've ever had.
Yeah.
So that's another L88 427 big block. I've been gathering up stuff for.
And is that the Muncie that's going in your?
Yep, that's the Muncie. It has the straight aluminum rods on it, so you can speed shift it. I have a blow-proof bell housing, scatter shield, and then clutch pressure plate flywheels all scatter-proof to put on it.
M21,
This
M22?
one's an M21 here.
Okay.
So there's my tool chest.
All right.
So,
Open up those drawers, Cody. Look.
You got some money here.
well, I don't know about the money. I like it neat. I have OCD.
A place for everything, guy. I mean, you know, does my tool chest look like that? Hell no.
That's my garage.
I buy all Snap-on stuff
Right.
when I work, cause you know, if somebody brings me a car, I like to have nice stuff working with stuff.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, so all these here, these about $400 a piece. All these right here. I just save up and usually the money I get up working on cars, I put back in tools and stuff.
Right.
So I got diagnostic stuff, all Snap-on, timing lights, and oil pressure, and engine building stuff in here.
The good thing you buy quality, it lasts your lifetime.
That's
So,
right.
I've got a set of Craftsman tools I bought when I was 18 years old.
Yeah, but that's what I
I
have.
started with.
That's what I had.
Yeah.
When,
You know?
when I first went into maintenance at McKee, I mean that's all I could afford was Craftsman.
Right.
Craftsman's lifetime.
Oh, yeah,
And then I
lifetime
quit-
warranty,
I quit
yeah.
buying them when they quit making them in the United States.
Mhm.
Right.
That's when I quit buying them. If they're not made in the U.S.,
Mhm.
I can't work on a U.S. car with Chinese tools. So here's my section with taps and eyes and stuff.
Oh my God.
Now, Cody, you have to have another set of tools at McKee, don't you?
Well, I did, but I don't now because I went into management. So
Okay,
so
so-
I've been in management for 6 years there. So
Mhm.
yeah, I use their tools if I have to, but they had to take the toolbox home. That's why I have a lot of doubles here.
Right.
So I had to bring them all back home.
Okay.
So yep,
How long you been in McKee?
7 years, a little over 7 years
Yeah.
now. I went in as a mechanic on second, and I got the opportunity to go to supervisor on third maintenance. And worked my way third to second, second to first. I'm on first now. So, but that's the first one I ever won was right here. That was 2008. I was a sophomore in high school.
How about that?
And then the two probably biggest ones were here. That was Glen Murray Park. Remember the Beach Music Festival?
Mm-hmm. Down in Buena Vista,
Back-
yeah.
I think that was about 2010, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And that was back when they had 300, 400. It used to be huge.
Yeah, I took
Down
my
there.
car down there one time.
Yep.
Lexington to the truck stop.
Lehigh. Yep.
Lehigh.
That's I won it as a puzzle piece right there from Lehigh.
Right.
And Wrights and a lot from East Side Speedway
Yeah.
and a lot of little ones. I can't remember them all. All these are from the East Side here, I think. Right
I got a real nice one from East Side.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one you win is always the special one.
Yep.
isn't
That
it?
was it. First one.
I've got one from a Corvette show in Mint Spring.
Or-
They like
down
my
Pete- when
car.
Petey had it down there at his.
So, and valve cover collection. These are valve covers that I've either had or find deals on or get off eBay, just restore them and hang them back up. 327. The top one's a real L79. It's off of a 66, 67 Nova. Larry Small gave those to me. He had one. He bought a new set, put them up. So they're original Nova, L79s.
Mhm.
The ones below it are 62 only, 327s.
Mhm.
And then, the Corvette 327s, 265 vet, 283s, and the Mickey Thompson big block ones, the L88 that's in my Chevelle. Joseph Cave ordered those from Honest Charlie Speed Shop, 1970. That's how they, so they're a real set of Mickey Thompsons. And then the 409, 425s, they're off Charlie Zaccabe's 63, that white one I worked on.
Mm-hmm.
348 one.
And then the 3 Deuce 427 up top.
Yep.
Air clean
67.
It's come off Corvette.
Yep. 67. Brian Sharp gave me that. He had a 67 vet, and then he bought reproduction air cleaner. You know, everything re-chromed and put back where it is, so he gave me that. He had it laying up there at the shop.
I'd rather have that one.
Me too. That's why. So. Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, Joe? Say hello to the. I'm gonna put you on YouTube. Make you famous.
That's Pat. He's the reason why we're into all this stuff.
Oh,
It's because of him,
I'll tell you
man.
the story. I got my first time I had the 62. I was 13, and I've had Pat, Gerald Sharp, Jim Wells, who was Terry Marshall, and all these guys always come together telling these stories about hot rodding back in the day, hanging out and fighting and carrying on and all this. So we had the 62 out here, tuned it up. Pat said, let's go for a ride. So we go out, come out here where he stops and dumps the clutch, goes through the gears, black marks as far as you can see. And when I smelled the rubber and felt all that, it was
It was over with. It was over with, man.
You're running. You're running.
I already did that.
Pat's fault. So I think I'm going to show y'all some car part, another motor I'm going back here.
Uh-oh. Hey, we're interested in those things.
It's back here.
Oh, I think I see something, Cody.
What's that?
That's okay. So I see the intake.
Yep, so this is an L79 I'm putting together
Mm-hmm.
for, well, it was originally going to be for the 55, but I kind of changed directions with the motor. But I have redone these. They're original 62s. So I redone those for it. And then I found a guy reproducing real L79, the 350s horsepower. Wow. So I got those, and that's the L79 air cleaner, the L79 intake, and dual spout.
Dual snorkel and everything.
Put back on. So all this stuff is original, and Larry Skillman has the bottom end he's putting together. And I'm putting the heat, the heat shields or the spark plugs back on it. Roller cam. These are set of roller lifters and morels.
Okay.
So the cam I'm putting in it is slightly bigger than the L79 cams, just using new technology. There's the 4-speed, and this shifter here is actually Charlie Zaccabe's. He had in his race car back in the day. So that's an old original Hearst.
I had one of those on my 59 Pontiac.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. Howard Linklater. Put it on in
Linklater.
Stanton.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you know that name or
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Pete and Howard Linklater.
This is a Pertronics distributor setup. That this is a new thing they have out. It's made to look stock, but it's HEI, but it takes a stock GM cap, and the plug wires are HEI, but they have the stamps on them to look stock. So you got to buy a hotter coil, to go with it. So I took the coil, took all the original or the Pertronics decals off of it, and put the factory
Oh my gosh.
Delco
Yeah.
Remy. So it's gonna look like it has points in it still. So it'll be a little bit hotter ignition. But that's probably gonna be a summer project now. And then here, like I said, here's the original. If you want to make it look like a 300 horsepower air cleaner, or you make it like an L79. So.
Well, now we're outside and we're going to go down here and check Cody's garage. If you guys want to see some nice little vehicles, I know Cody's got his 65 in there. He's got his 62, and he's also got the 56, or there's the 55. I can't remember what he does have. But let's go on down here and look, see what Cody has in his garage.
The second ticket I ever got was exhaust.
Yeah.
Could have been the third one,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So
I'll tell you
a little
what.
bit of gas leak right there. But it's 400. Well, it's almost 496 cubic inches. Factory aluminum heads. It's a real L88, one of a real production L88. Originally, it was in Pete Evers, Anglia.
Really?
Chevy Twister.
Yeah.
Pete dropped the valve in it, sold it to Joe Zaccabe, and he had it in a 57 Chevrolet, went 1120s. in the quarter in Joe's car, and it's set for like 40 years. So I bought it and went through it and stroker crank, and it's all knifed and polished, and I put titanium valves in it, 2 1/4 valves. It's 12-to-1 full roller motor, almost right at 700 at the crank. Now I kept it stock looking.
Right.
Yeah, I like for them to look old school.
Yeah.
You know, so everything's inside, but these are cheater valve covers. They're 3/4 of an inch taller. So I got full roller rocker arms under it, guide plates, and everything.
Now, do the 67s come with a cowl induction hood?
Just like this is the SS hood.
Okay.
I got the paint. I got the paint under here yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fix this down. Then I'm gonna paint this to be satin black under there. I just haven't. I ran out of warm weather.
Because it's got the cutout here. I just wondered if that was a...
No, I had, so it's a foam piece, usually like this.
Mhm.
I took it out because I don't have any more hood clearance. I built this motor for nitrous,
Okay.
but I ran out of hood. That's why I got to run that little skinny air cleaner with the,
Mhm.
I got solid motor mounts and stuff that raised it up a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm kind of out of hood clearance on that.
Did you ever hear this thing run, guy? You gotta get Cody to...
But I put up tubular control arms. I set my own rear ends up. I put a 373 posi in it, all Moser stuff. So it ain't gonna come apart.
That's music to the ears.
It says, don't mess with me.
He's talking about cutouts on exhaust. I told him the first ticket they ever got was for cutouts on exhaust. At 51 Ford,
Let me move this truck real quick.
we made them up.
And... Oh, I tell you what, that's my favorite car. And the 62 is just gorgeous.
Yeah, I've seen this show
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times.
Yeah. Take your time, Cody.
Like this. This here.
Jubilee of 53.
Yeah, Fit Golden Jubilee. Yeah. That's the one I was telling you about, the first one. I'm getting ready to restore that one. This one was painted in the 70s here.
My gosh.
I'll tell you about the glass in it here in a second. I made a tool for all that. Smell that race gas?
You know, the kid knows what he's doing. That's what's amazing.
Yeah,
He,
I'm sure.
he worked down there at Gassman Automotive there in Waynesboro, restoring cars. For them. He got a lot of experience down there, and my gosh, you know, I'm so happy to have Cody that I can take my car to. And,
Right, exactly.
you know, when he has it, I know it's done right. I don't have to worry about it. If it takes Cody, you know, he's got a full-time job. I don't care how long it takes to get to me. Just give me a call when you get available. And boy, but the very first show I went to, I saw Cody in this car. I said, my God.
In the late 80s, early 90s, I buffed it. This one's in the 70s. This one's it's not perfect, but
Boy, it's a deep finish to
I got
it.
one spot somewhere.
I saw one.
Right there.
Right there.
The darn paint bubbled off. I was at a car show, that thing said, "Bloop." So I just, worst case scenario, I get somebody to paint
Yeah.
top the fender. But I was going to tell you, they don't make a tool for these flippers here. There's a felt strip here. Now, a lot of people cut the old one out and just glue the new one in because this lip right here, it's crimped. Well, I made a tool that uses an 1/8 inch TIG welding rod. You put in behind it, and I made a tool I put in a mill and milled this exact space out right here where you can squeeze it, and it'll push that welding rod in, open it up, and then you flip the tool around, you put this back in, you squeeze it, puts that crimp back on it. So I made it so I can do these flippers now, and I put new glass in it, had it day coated to match my originals, and redone everything in there. That's a 265 2-barrel, just stock, all original. And this motor and stuff's never been redone under here. It's just, I kind of hate to. I was gonna pull it out and repaint, but I drive it, so I kind of hate to do so much. You know? I got a hidden sound system, and I got an amp and a sub under the seat, and redone the speakers in the dash, and it's Bluetooth radio and all.
And you got some Corvette valve covers on that thing.
I got the original ones up there in the wall for that. Pat wanted them on there for a while. So. Then have you seen the Model A yet, guy?
No, I've seen pictures of it. Yeah, let's look at that while we got her. I like how you got everything lettered, all your covers.
My mom and my grandma does that.
Oh, really?
They order that for me. That's what. Every time I get a car, they go in there and pick the car cover out and order. That's what they get me for Christmas every year.
So they know exactly what to get
So
you.
that's what I got for Christmas this year was car cover.
Cody, when you gonna get another garage?
Well, we're talking about moving. We're talking about buying some, I'm locally, staying local. We're talking about buying some land. Me and Mom is splitting it, building 2 houses, and we're getting ready to build a 100 by 40 shop.
That was a good guy right there.
So that's why I haven't finished in here yet. I don't want to do too much.
Exactly. If you're gonna leave, yeah.
Yeah, this one here is, I got to do just a little bit to it.
It's amazing, Cody.
The fuel bowl, and the guy I got it from, the fuel bowl leaked. I took a little bit of paint right here off. So I'm gonna get that matched this summer, and I'm gonna break it right here and blend that in. But that's really the only. Marion Horner had it.
Oh, really?
Originally set in his dealership up there. And then Bill Sykes' brother, not Leonard Sykes, can't think, but anyways, he had it and he passed away, and Bill got it, and I bought it off Bill. But Marion Horner had it originally. What was Bill's brother's name?
Leonard.
No, not Leonard had this?
Yeah.
Okay, Leonard.
Leonard's the one that had it.
Okay. Factory temperature gauge on the back side. But that's been painted. Me and Pat put these on there. But this thing's been painted for years. I mean, like 70s. It's got the factory toolbox, the rumble seat, and everything on it.
Wow.
It's just like the top of it.
Really?
He's not polished it underneath.
Oh my God.
It's got all the wood. It's a super deluxe. So I'm gonna cut the fender wheels out, and I'm putting the V8 in it. And
Tub it out. That's where the L88's going now.
I couldn't get any words out.
We've done that old stoplight up there.
Well, you know, back then it was quite a family outing when the new cars came out.
Oh, my God.
Everybody packed in the vehicle. Let's go down and
take me to Hayes Chevrolet on Central Avenue and
yeah, let's go see what the
I remember the 61 Chevrolet come out with those fins.
Oh, you know, it was just.
It was 327, 375. It was originally 327, 300.
I was going to say it's 300. So when did you do that?
It's always been like that. They never told nobody. It's got it's a comp cam, but it's 480 lifts. It's right there at the L79 cam, and pretty much the same as what you have in your vet. I think yours may be a little bit bigger. I got the fuelie heads on it. They've been cut a little bit. It's 11-to-1. Roller rockers. I just never told anybody. I did that 17 years ago. Never told anybody. But it runs good for.
I imagine it does.
I mean, ain't like it's vet or nothing, but for a pallet.
You tell you what, it's.
I got the door panel off. I'm doing some work with my vent window.
No, not much.
That's the door panel there. I got a regulator. I got to replace the regulator on the vent window.
Never went up a lot.
Cody, they just look great. I mean, everything. I mean, It's like go a step back in time.
That's what I like. I like doing it old school.
Yeah, and keeping them.
Talking to memory, like what we're doing now. That's why I do it, man. Just keeping it alive.
Yep.
I went to a bunch of them. I didn't.
There's my hubcaps. I'll switch out with my 62. So there's 63 hubcaps.
There are 60. Yeah, I was gonna say
That's
there's
my
60.
favorite hubcap.
Yeah.
So that's what if I just change it out for a parade. That's my cheater slicks there for the Chevelle. So
I always liked the 62 body style. That was always my
62 and
favorite.
3. That's my two favorite years for the big cars.
Yeah.
59 Pontiac, and I run.
Well, that just about does from Cody's museum here. I call it a museum. It's like taking a step back in time. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you gals and guys check us the next time, maybe we might be doing a car show. I think the next one is the Mustang show, and I can't remember where that is, but that's in the third weekend in April, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be doing that one. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And until the next time we see you, you guys and gals, take it easy, and we shall see you. Thanks a lot for watching.